Hey people, Intro here, 3v3, Angel Gate, blue team, couple of Lord Generals. We have Xenos, looks like the Armageddon Steel Legion elite scheme here, and alongside is CptWipe. These guys fight with ranged weapons by default. Got these Stormtrooper buddies to help them out, can add to the retinue throughout the game. Really strong defense and support. And rounding off this team is ISKRAS with a Ravna Alpha. A tunneling hero, great mobility, powerful offense, and a bit of support begins with a ranged weapon. There he is, popping out of his tunnel. Red team, we got some Orks. Triumph here with a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you, and blows you up. Orky style begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Alongside SchmusOperator with a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, very strong offense, disruption, and support from the front lines. And rounding off the teams is Griinsash as a force commander. Very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, also tank, disrupt, and support. Blood Ravens with a fancy helmet, he's running off. Too many las guns, he's running off. Warboss is showing up for a fight now. Triple guardsman for CptWipe. I believe the Lord General himself has, I think it's just over 20 DPS on his bolt gun. And his two Stormtrooper buddies have 5 DPS each, so not bad out the gate. He's also got an 18 DPS melee weapon. And his Stormtrooper buddies are probably like 2 DPS or 3 DPS in melee. So not bad. Can tie things up quite effectively in those first engagements. Here comes the Force Commander again. Hasn't popped the battle cry yet, but certainly getting stuck in. Sluggers chasing on through. Lord General lost his Stormtrooper friends. Sluggers now in amongst some guardsmen who can't really effectively fight anything in melee, so they are running and they are getting chopped to pieces. Tactical Marines quite low here. Need to be careful, they'll drop a model soon. Force Commander also going down, getting in amongst those Tyranids. Scouts in the garrison here. Termagant's taking the garrison too. Do you guys have burners on the way? They do. Not sure if they're going to be able to stick around long enough to use them though. Yeah, they're getting torn up, need to run away. And that's an awkward retreat path. Looks like they're going to be alright though. Got their burners in. A couple of power weapons, more health, and their burners. So very good against garrisoned units. They also have that burn that house ability. 2-1 cap very early on for the red team. Griinsash with Devastator Marines on the way. CptWipe already has heavy bolter, heavy weapon squad up. Fierce fighting over the 2 contested power points southwest. They're both blue at the moment. Typically you want to just node them and leave them, but if you get your natural power hit a lot, this one here can get hit a lot, it might be worthwhile to put some gens on. Force Commander flees again. Lord General being suppressed, but he's alright. No upgrades for the Tyranids yet. ISKRAS saving for... Oh, we do have toxin sacks on these fellas. Both of them, in fact. I'm lying. Devastator sets up. There's that heavy bolter to suppress all these fellas, but turns it into the vengeance rounds, advanced targeting, so more damage, but no suppression. Quite a lot of damage there. Formagons are going to wipe. Those guys did not have their adrenal glands, I believe. A little bit sloppy from ISKRAS. They lost some Termagants as well. Are they AFK or something? They just lost their entire army almost. I wonder if something happened there. Yeah, they lost their entire army. Oh well, ISKRAS with a warrior brood on the way, I guess. We'll see how they recover. This is quite an easy map to recover on, because you don't need to move all that much. You can kind of just use your hero to harass, keep retreating back, slowly build your army. They got a warrior brood up, straight into some Termagants. 2 gens up here, no gens up here. Heavy weapon squad here of Xenos getting on the power, trying to cover this power bash. Stun bomb goes in, hits the Lord General. Sentinel up for Xenos, taking a bunch of Daka though. Almost half of its hit points went pretty quickly there. Sluggers with a flank. Stomp comes in, nicely done by Xenos. And they are dealt with quite nicely there. 482 to 428 on the VPs. The heavy weapon squad was wiped though. Xenos concentrating on his sentinel there, loses them. Force Kommando goes down. Bang bang hammer Warboss to try and get him back to his feet. Just like kick his head a bit and he'll wake up, I guess. I think they're going to get it done. So a bunch of las guns. There we go. Warboss levels to 2. Warrior Brood doing what they can. In fact, they are tearing up the Tactical Marines. Barely make it into the garrison. Those are Griinsash's second Tactical Marine squad. They've got 2 tacks, 2 devs, no scouts. Who needs them? Artillery spotters on the field here for CptWipe. Oh, they're throwing their mortar shells into the garrison there. Or at the garrison, I guess. Sluggers trying to get through. Storm Boys on the field for Schmus as well. Back at base right now. Looks like they are rallying on the Warboss who retreated. Lots of focus on these powers. They have turned red. Not a lot through the mid. 2v2 drawn in down here. Yet more Devastators for Griinsash apparently. He's got 3 of them. Grabbing an Alpha, burrowing with his hardened carapace. Getting shot to pieces though. Orks with big shooters and knob leaders. Well, one of them's got a knob leader anyway. 456 to 413. Crippling poison on the Devastator is not the best use of it. There's a jump from the Storm Boys. These guys have power melee weapons, so they are going to be a threat to the Warrior Brood. Can they get away without a model loss? It'll be a little Orky miracle. No, they can't. Only lost 1 though. Marines have moved up to this garrison to try and block in the blue team on their HQs. 438 to 413. A power bash of sorts. This is SchmusOperator. No, it's not. It's Triumph on the gens. We got some stick bombers in. Or stick bombs, I should say. Sluggers messed up. Kommando messed up. And those shooter boys might need to retreat as well. Maybe. Look where the Lord General is chucking grenades from. Wow, they almost wiped. In fact, they are going to wipe. Are they? Yes, they are. 1 shot at the end from the Sentinel. That was sloppy from Triumph. Should have got those guys out of there. Good push otherwise. Another revive from the Warboss. Force Commandos down in exactly the same place. Rotate, says Triumph. Asking one of the players to move up and probably defend the power push or something. Warrior Brood dropping model there. They have that Barb Strangler. The Force Commander does get away. The Rapid Alpha's gone down though. Triple gens up here for the red team, and they are also noding this. So Schmus might be looking for a quick tier 3 here, putting all those gens up. We shall see. It's tier 2s all around, aside from Xenos and ISKRAS. ISKRAS, of course, had those heavy losses in tier 1, lost his entire army, including double upgraded Termagants from what seemed to be some kind of issue. They just kind of stopped ordering their units around all of a sudden. Lots of things can interrupt you and happen in the real world, in the dreaded real world. Commander Knob with a Orky shotgun queued up for tier 2. Lots of fun against guardsmen. Turns them into tiny little bits. Let's see a stun bomb thrown in here on these repairing guardsmen. Lord General with grenade launchers, as we saw, can give a speed bonus, move, and also the flak jacket for incoming. Heavy weapons squad is back there to cover a retreat. Generally a good way to do things. If you're going for a power bash, just leave your heavy weapons squad slightly further back so you can pull back to them. For the rope. Pushing them up and trying to cover the power bash itself is also useful, but riskier. Definitely riskier. Storm Boys getting a decat. They should now just run away, fellas, or jump away or something. Oh, they're just going to fight. Okay. Devastators are facing the wrong way, but they're getting some shots in there. These guys also getting some shots in. And Storm Boys live. Don't want to chase into base though, fellas. Be careful. Chopping some stuff up. Got some XP, solid amount of XP, and there is the Knob Leader now. With a heavy melee use chopper and the ability to stun on landing. Lord General down there. That is CptWipe, who got wiped. So many dead termagants and stuff that have fallen out of these garrisons. Super aggressive Devastator play from Griinsash has actually done quite well at the end of Tier 1, beginning of Tier 2 for him. And a Dreadnought is on the way, Death Dread on the way for Schmus. So I guess it's not a full Tier 3 rush, although a Death Dread can carry you through for the Orks. Oh, Devastator's wiping there. Storm Boys finish the cap, there's a 2-1 and then they run. Force Commander's getting stuck in, lost the indicator for them. Level 2 and they go down again. Third time I think they've gone down, maybe even fourth. What is this? This is power harass from the Guardsman. The Sentinel, heavy weapon squad's pushed up. He's going to get messed up by the Kommando Knob though. You might see high explosive shells here. Oh, they don't have the energy for it because they were sneaking for too long. But they got some Kommando Knob headbutts in, which is good value. They push them off. Not sure what they lost or if they lost anything. Maybe something was repurchased and rebuilt over there. Hive Tyrant on the field for ISKRAS. A Tyrant Guard, I should say. Not a Hive Tyrant. Would have been a hell of a thing to be able to purchase. Lots of Dakar. So super heavy infantry armor. Can shrug off a little of that piercing damage, but now we've got a Death Dread in play with heavy melee and a Dreadnought in play. Even with the assault cannon, it still has that heavy melee weapon. It should be going into melee, that thing, but it's not. It is assault cannon in some guardsmen instead. Where's the barrage then? Devastators have moved up. Immediately they get smoke bombed. Looks like they are going to get this Tyrant Guard down, trying to survive in its shield wall, which gives it vehicle armor for the duration, but down it goes. 310 to 383 on the VPs. Can they respond to this Dreadnought now? We have a Venom Brood up. We've got a Dreadnought and a Death Dread to deal with. This guy has auto cannon, so it can damage vehicles. Looks like he was capping over there. Red team are really hyper focused on this southern area, this southwestern power area. Maybe they're looking to get on the base turrets and push into base later on or something. There's double depths. Boxing them in. I mean, it's been pretty effective so far. I really feel like CptWipe should just go top and push against Red Team's power and stuff up there. It means you're conceding this power to the Red Team, but I think they've overinvested in it. SchmusOperator has built 6 gens down here. You don't need that many gens. They've got 74 power income. Typically, you're not going to have enough requisition to spend all that power. But, I mean, not bad to have. Did they get hit up here? Oh, we got flamers in. 268 to 383. Some sneaky commandos from Triumph. 2 squads of them, in fact. Love the Dakar. Burner bomb. They're staying infiltrated. Got to shoot. There we go. That was pretty quick. And those guys are going to wipe as well. Ouch. Big pain. But, oh, was that CptWipe helping out there? No, that's Xenos' stuff. This Armageddon Steel Legion. But this was CptWipe, I believe. These fellas here. So they were helping. 268 to 371. Blue team breakout. Trying to power bash and steal maybe. Looks like they are going for the steal. Tier 3 for Schmus. Griinsash going for another Dreadnought. It was taken out then. Oh, heavy turret came in. Look how far up the Dreadnought was. And it went down. Griinsash's Force Commander now level 3. Schmus can get Knob Squad up pretty quickly, or whatever they want really. Orks have fantastic elite infantry in tier 3. Have an Alpha Burrow striking. Does not strictly have a melee war gear item, but you can get him to go in melee and he'll tie things up for you for sure. Storm Boys with a little bit of an awkward jump. They kind of ran in and then went, oh, we should jump. Heavy turret. Getting 3 shots on the Dreadnought. Just standing there taking them. It's a big misplay from Griinsash. It's basically achieving nothing and taking shots. Seems like about 6 or 7 shots and it just straight up kills the Dreadnought. The heavy turret, they almost got it. I don't get to see a range of this heavy turret. Looks like it can't shoot again though. Meanwhile, Warboss getting a decap with that bang bang hammer, of course. All of the blue team going tier 3 or in tier 3 already. Griinsash, in fact, the only player still in tier 2, getting some scouts to repair the Dreadnought, which took lots of unnecessary damage there. Force Commander's down again, by the way. Having a rough time of it. Griinsash might be a newer player. And that's alright. Plenty of newer players out there still getting into this game. Great to see ya. Ravana Alpha sneaking around with Toxic Miasma. So we might see him with a melee weapon. That was a incendiary shell from the artillery spotter fella. Seems like the Devastators aren't too bothered by it. And we are getting some repairs for that Dreadnought. Unfortunately, SchmusOperator can't help out. Does not have a Slugger squad to repair. Shmus? I don't know how you say it. Hopefully it's nothing obscene that I'm saying over and over again. Lord General has a Commissar buddy. Can throw up a shield. And it's a decent combatant. Nothing fantastic. Will help out. Sluggers with their Knob Leader losing a model. Wait, was that a Slugger model? Yeah, it was. He was holding the big shooter there for a second. Knob squad on the field for Schmus, and here come the Commandos. Triple Commandos. Generally not something you want to hear if you're on the opposing team. Here come the Commandos. They just wiped out some Stormtroopers there. Or were they Kashyyykin? I think it was Stormtroopers, anti-armor Stormtroopers. We do have a Lumen Russ up for CptWipe. Gonna be up against a Knob squad though, and these guys are mean. In fact, they're getting meaner and greener right now. Also getting a decap, which is scary. This seems pretty scary. The triple Commandos, and they all have Knob Leaders, right? All have Knob Leaders, so they all have rocket launchers, and this is not a great map for tanks. So Imperial Guard might struggle to scale into tier 3 here. With the Knob squad already up, the triple Commandos already up. Getting power bashed as well. Not looking great. On my way, says Triumph. To help. Oh right, the Warboss went down. They're going to try and get revived maybe. Doesn't really have the energy to sneak. They might get disrupted off the revive by the Catachan Devils. Looks like they're not going to try it right now. Try and bring some interference in. Create some space. There we go. Now they go for the revive. It's only a clever Ork. Catachan's got wrecked and down they go. The Kommando DPS is scary. I keep forgetting to... I hear a Rocks, I think, somewhere. Down here, there we go. A Rocks. And an Orbital, I believe. Lumen Russ is alright. And we do have a Carnifex on the field for ISKRAS. They have recovered really well. Double Venom Broods as well. Baneblade on the way for CptWipe. Not sure where they're going to park that thing. That's going to be even somewhat safe. Kashyyykin on the field for Xenos, being disrupted by Love the Daka. But Commandos eventually run away. Commander Knob eventually runs away. Did a hell of a lot of work there. Level 7 now, this fella. As a Mega Boom kit. Improves all of his stuff. I think it improves the stick bombs by just throwing more stick bombs, I think. Anti-infantry and anti-garrison grenade dealing 58 grenade damage per. Damage increased by 18. Oh, it just increases the damage. That's a lot of damage per stick bomb when you've got the Mega Boom kit. Bloody hell. Triple cap for the red team. They are looking pretty strong here, but Carnifex up, Lumen Russ up, Baneblade up. They're not out of it yet. Well, Baneblade almost up. What's this guy got? Vanquisher. Got 4 Kommando squads now though for Triumph. One of them's off, 2 of them are level 3. That's painful. Able to get on the VP though. Need to grab this wreck point back. Don't want to leave that for the red team. Carnifex has gone for a Stranglethorn cannon, which might help control all these orcs. Big shot there, which didn't suppress anything for some reason. Because they're infiltrated. That was weird. Seems to hit. There we go. Kommando Nob's being suppressed. That was weird. Used his kaboom. But did not. Usually he gets a bit closer first. Did not get knocked away because he's got his Mega Boom kit. Nob squad with their huge hammers now. Trying to go in on the tanks. Hard boys up from the Warboss, giving 25% damage resist, but they are getting kind of wrecked here. Suppressed by the heavy bolters on the Baneblade, I think there. Melter Gun, Lord General doing some damage as well. Those guys are heavy infantry, the Nob squad. 66 to 257. Shots in on the Death Dread, still going somehow. There's a Tyranids formation. Don't think it's going to hit too much. Oh, it hit the Devastators there. And some more Devastators there. It was actually a decent hit. Much better than I thought it was going to be. Commando's getting Burrow Strikes. And we do have a melee Ravener Alpha now with a Crippling Talon. For those debuff, the speed debuff. Oh, speed and damage by 40%. It's a pretty big debuff. Down goes the Nob squad. Sorry, the Storm Boys. Not sure what they were up to there. Schmus now down to 2 units. Blue team right back in this with that awesome Tyranids formation and a little push alongside it. Kommando Nob on his way to level 8. Gets his VP taken though. Red team are taking the contested up here with some sluggers. 66 to 188. Can the blue team stabilize on these natural VPs maybe and get some VPs back here? Assault Terminators on the field for Griinsash, going for Lightning Claws, which I think is a mistake because they're up against Baneblade, Leman Russ, Carnifex. I think you should keep those heavy melee weapons, buddy, but they've gone for the Claws. Nob squad being suppressed. What is this? Another Leman Russ being dropped in for CptWipe. Can Xenos get something on the field now? Saving up for their own Baneblade, it seems. Nob squad dealt with there. Carnifex are doing quite a lot of work for the blue team. Ouch, lots of damage on it as soon as I say that. We have Devastators for the Emperor on them, I think. Plasma Cannon also. But now they're running. Now they are running. That might have been... I think I was seeing the boss pole effect there and thinking it was for the Emperor. It wasn't. 60 to 167. Assault Terminators now with those anti-infantry Lightning Claws. Can't do a whole lot against these tanks. I mean, they can get on rear armor and go at it, but I think they should have kept their hammers in hand for now at least. 60 to 167. Commandos continue to be a major threat through the mid here. Got a decap on that VP. They're trying to park on this big central street, this big road. It's basically the only space you get on this map. Assault Terminators teleported in. Lightning Claws making hilariously quick work of those artillery spotter fellas, but then they go after the tank. There's a Rocks coming in that could finish off the Leman Russ. In fact, it was a las cannon. I think they got it. Doesn't seem like anything else is going to wipe. No, but they got one of the Leman Russes down. Are they going to lose Terminators in the process though? Because Executioner is trying to chase a bit. Looks like it's being persuaded to back off though by las cannons, and it gets got by the double plasma cannons and las cannon combo we got here. Raven Alpha couldn't get here in time, but now has them tied up. Gets a good special. Nob's got it in amongst the Tyranids. Going for Synapse creatures here. Big melee attack. And then a shot from the Stranglethorn cannon Carnifex. That was pretty cool. Oh, or was it these guys shooting? Might have been. Raven Alpha doing a great job getting those Devastators out of there. They're going to get the Carnifex though. Nob squad get it done. very good at their jobs. Level 2 now. Double cap for the blue team. They have lost some stuff though. Lost both of their Lehman Russes, lost their Carnifex. Have a Zone Throw in there, providing some health regen synapse. Some good AoE anti-infantry damage as well. Uh-oh. Triple commandos on rear armor of the Baneblade, as well as a level 9 Kommando Nob with rocket launcher. Down it goes. That could be the end of the blue team. They have a double cap. Red team don't seem super interested in taking their VP back. They just want to blow stuff up, I think. You guys gonna come and get this VP? Commanders do have the fast capping trait. They're so good these days, these fellas. Great to see. They need to be really good, or why would you purchase them over Nobs and Flash Kits, I guess? Do a hell of a lot for you. Level 9 Warboss. Doesn't have an armor upgrade though. And has to run away. Creeping barrage from one of the Lords Generals, probably a Xenos. But I'm not sure. Oh, Vox Operator calling in some reinforcements for the Kashyyyk there, who are getting their plasma guns in hand. Kommando going for the northeastern VP. Blue team actually have a VP lead. Triumph has 5 commando squads and nothing else. What else do you need in a late game 3v3? You've got anti-infantry, you've got anti-vehicle, you've got disruption, you've got fire bombs, you've got capping. Commandos do a hell of a lot for you. Assault Terminators have reinforced. Massive threat to all of those Tyranids there. And with all those vehicles down, the Lightning Claws are going to do a fantastic job. Basically everything in Blue Team's army is terrified of them now. Another Baneblade on the way. Going after the VP are the Terminators. Just used their teleport, so they could be in a little bit of trouble. Plasma Guardsmen, level 4 Plasma Guardsmen getting some good DPS, but they are scared off by Commandos. And there's yet more Commandos here. 60 to 27 Nob squad going into base. Are they getting vision for a nuke? They aren't. Catachan's doing some work, trying to do some work. And the Terminators get the cap. Nothing was here to punish that teleport in. Chrono formation. Takes out that garrison. Don't think there was anything inside. Lots of disruption. They have a late Ravener Brood here. ISKRAS buffed by the ranged synapse, of course. 46 to 27. Plasma Cannon getting some shots in. You have a Terminator Force Commander now back at base. 41 to 27. Bunch of fleeing Guardsman units. All 3 blue heroes down, by the way, which makes a big difference in these late fights here. Another Nob squad on the way for SchmusOperator. Triumph has a Rocks they can throw in. Red team should have this, but it's very close. They should have enough here. And they've got the Rocks just in case anything does get on the VP. There's the second Baneblade. I'm not sure how well it's going to do with 5 Commandos. And the Kommando Nob. Where is he? Oh, he's going for the VP there. Demolisher Cannon. Hit something at least. Down to 14 VPs though. The blue team are running out of time. ISKRAS couldn't really recover from that Carnifex loss, it seems. They've got plenty of resources here. It's not quite enough for another Carnifex or something, and there's a double cap for the red team, sorry. And they take it. Level 7 Lord General for Xenos. CptWipe with level 5 fella had the melter gun. Ravener Alpha level 7. With the melee business going on, we had a level 10 Commando. Huge threat here was Triumph. SchmusOperator level 10 Warboss did get heavy armor at the end, so it was up to almost 2,400 hit points on this guy. And the Nob squads did great. Did they get level 4? Oh, they didn't get level 4. And Griinsash, who had a topsy-turvy game, actually did a lot of work with his setup teams. And the Terminators pulled their weight as well. So they came back. They came back into the game. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.